Nigeria.mp4. Yeah.
We here.
Nigeria.mp4. Yeah.
Oh shit.
When we touch down, flatline. When we touch down, flatline. Killing this beat, flatline. Killing this beat, flatline. When we touch down, flatline. When we touch down, flatline. Killing this beat, flatline. The doctor just called, flatline. We in the building all night, and we ain't going nowhere. Alright, booths get smoked when we touch mics, and all y'all giving in to this false hype. Different kind of chicks, all types. These dudes are fugazi, all dice. No T-pain, just raw pipes. Free flow from the brain, no cost.
I know you're looking for Mr. Nature. Well, this is not Mr. Nature. They call me SG, I rep that city of gold, and that's nature.
We here.
Nigeria.mp4. Yeah.
Oh shit.
When we touch down, flatline. When we touch down, flatline.
Yeah.
Man, what up, G?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, I want to say first things first before I start. I want to thank everybody for clicking on my link on my birthday. You know, that means a lot of love for me. That means you got a lot of love for me. I know a lot of people be wondering why I call myself the #1 socialite in Nigeria, why I call myself Mr. Nature. You know, but just give me a little time, just listen to my documentary, and I guarantee you understand after the end of my documentary. Where can I start from? Let me start from the beginning. I'm from a well-to-do home, and when I say well-to-do, I mean well-to-do. This is my UK visa. This is my Canadian visa. And this is my American visa. Yeah. I did my primary school in Grace School. I did my secondary school in Nigeria Education Center in City. Then I went to follow my education in UK. And I came back in 2008, and basically that's where it all started. I came back to Nigeria with the whole ambition of, because I finished my school in UK in 2008, got BSc, and I came back to Nigeria with this full ambition of wanting to become an entertainment mogul in Canada, So my plan was to come to Nigeria because I had done 3 years in 3 years. So my plan was to come to Nigeria, stay for like 3 months, then leave to Canada, basically come to Nigeria for 3 months, do my graduation, go back to UK for my graduation, and go to Canada. I had a course, sports and events marketing, waiting for me in Canada. And after that course, they were going to give me a 4-month internship in the entertainment industry in Canada. So basically, the whole door was open for me, basically to just come to Nigeria, relax, and go to Canada and fulfill my ambition as an entertainment mogul in Canada. That was the plan I had when I came to Nigeria. But my parents were not with me. They were like, look, don't come down to Nigeria, stay in UK, do your things in UK, and come back for your graduation and so on. But me being me, I was pretty young then. I decided that no, without their merits, I was gonna come. I was like, well, I have £1,000. I can do what I like. I came, I could come back to Nigeria and start up a whole business here and there. Just trying to be ignorant. So basically, I came down to Nigeria all in all, and at the beginning it was all rosy. Everything was going fine. Everything was all rosy, all nice, until when I wanted to go back to UK for my graduation. I applied for my visa to go to UK, and they denied me a visa to go for my own graduation. As if that wasn't bad enough, they also told me I was going to be, I was liable to be banned for 10 years from the UK because I had a DUI in UK, which I did not admit on my application form. And he said because of that, I had to, he had liability to be banned from UK from 10 years. And I was looking at myself like, this is me, someone that's been going to UK for the whole, for my whole life. Since I was born, I've been going to UK. I studied in UK, and these people want to ban me, and obviously my parents said I shouldn't come. And now I find myself in a situation whereby I cannot even leave the country anymore. So they were like, okay, look at you, you found yourself in a situation, so what you have to do is just, do your NYC and everything. And, had to move Canada to the next year, and this was 2009. And, as a kid, people could take this differently, but I was like, I was 21 then, 2021, I just came out of school. And I can say I took it the wrong way. Some people can either come out of the closet, or some people can either go into the closet. But I went into the closet. That basically was where my whole depression started from. I went into a cupboard because I was like, okay, I want to go to Canada. I came to this country to chill and to go to Canada and become this big, successful entertainment mogul. And I find myself here, about to be banned from UK.
This was me, who had no plans to even be a Nigerian in the first place, and I found myself having to, do my NYC and stay in Nigeria. It was heartfelt. It was something I didn't see coming.
Okay, it was a very big situation for me, and I was like, okay, what's next? Canada. I have to go to Canada. And my parents say, before I can go to Canada, I have to do my NYC, finish my NYC, then I can do Canada. So I was like, okay, no problem. I had to, I was in depression, autopiloting all my way through NYC just to get to Canada, because I was like, okay, yeah, it's Canada. So my body was here in Nigeria, but my soul was not here because my soul was in Canada and other places. So we got to the point whereby I had finished my NYC, and it was time to apply for the Canadian visa. And I applied for the Canadian visa, and again they told me I couldn't go to Canada because I was a criminal in UK, which in Canada they don't allow criminals to go into to Canada. This again was a turning point for me, basically, because I was like, what's this? I have kept my whole body, my whole life, and my whole soul to get to Canada, and now these people are telling me I cannot go to Canada. I was like, what should I do? Should I kill myself? What can I do? So I basically, I was like, this is it. I just had to come up from the state I was in. This was like in, I say, 2011, January 2011, and I can tell you that was basically when I came out of depression. But the thing was, when I came out of depression, it wasn't all over. I had something called a post-depression syndrome. Basically what this is, is like you're out of depression clearly, but you've not come to terms with reality of where you are now. You still hanging on to things that made you go into depression in the first place. So, and what made me go into depression in the first place was wanting to go to Canada. So I still held on to wanting to go to Canada. I still wanted to go to Canada. My dad had given up basically, but my mom was like, okay, let's still try, let's go on, let's keep trying. So we tried again first time. They sent my documents back, said it wasn't complete, and we're gonna try again. And that was when I met this girl. Basically, my mind played tricks on me, because obviously I knew that, okay, look, I couldn't get into Canada, and I was like, okay, look at this girl, she likes me, I like her, what's the whole essence of going to Canada when I have this fine girl here that I can start up a whole relationship with and everything. Basically my whole mind playing games with me, and it was funny, because it was a whole roller coaster relationship, I can really tell you, because this was a young girl, a very young girl, if I may say. And I put her through a lot, and it was just after a while, things just kept on happening. We now broke up, and it just came to me like, wow, this is what has been happening to me. I can guarantee you it was like a blink of eye. I just blinked my eye. I was on my dad's chair one day, I was just sitting down, I just blinked my eye, and I started seeing things differently. And when I say differently, I mean differently. It was just like a blink of eye. And the first person I called that day was Chinedu Badwe. I picked up my phone, I called him, I said, Chinedu Badwe, can you come, let's have a discussion in my house, because he was a little busy. I was like, okay, no problem. He came, and we had a discussion, and I can tell you, from that day, everything has been history, definitely, you know. So basically, you know, I've been through a lot. I went through a lot, you know, I saw a lot of things, you know. When you're in depression, that's when you meet people like Chinedu Okeke, you know. He has no regard, my worst employer ever, you know. He has no regard for human right or human respect. I don't even know what to say about him, but just run away from him, trust me, you know. But basically, I've seen a lot, and you know, let's leave the whole, you know, sad story aside. Let's leave the whole depression story aside. What I'm trying to say to you now is, you know, I went into depression. Now I understood myself better when I entered depression, and this is who I am. You know, I have, you know, come to understand that this is me. I have so many sides to me, you know, from DJ to MC to acting to, you know, events management to PR, talent management, outsourcing, movie production, you know, name it. Mr. Nature is a socialite. I know a lot of you will be wondering, you know, why I call myself a socialite when, you know, you don't see me on the streets of Lagos or in the nightlife of Lagos. I consider myself a socialite because I know a lot of people, from the Zimbabwe family to the Benin family, you know, mentioned, you know. And yeah, I call myself a socialite because I know people and people know me.
For God's sake, man. If you like dog, when they put you in the club, if you like phone, like it ain't hot, we don't recognize, they know what it is. They say I stink cause they know that I'm the shit. Well, you can suck my dick to this long, but I promise you'll keep blowing, dripping up the tongue. So here I'm my tongue, baby. I'm love it.
Okay, Mr. Nature is also a DJ. Basically, you know, I've been a DJ since university days, but you know the long story. When I came back to Nigeria, things didn't go as planned for me, so it took me a while. It took me like 4 years to get my decks back, but this time I pioneers, you know, CDJ 1000s, and did I say DJ Nature is back with a blast? You know, that's what's up, man, because you know we do it big, you know, in terms of genres of music: jazz, soul, funky house, electro. DJ Nature got it on lockdown. So yeah, Mr. Nature is also a DJ.
Hey yo, all you rappers, I moved on to greater things. I see in the GP. Thank you. Alpha, 1 into 7765. What the punch relocation? Stars on the beats.
Mr. Nature is an MC. You know, the story of how I first, you know, got my first MC gig is quite a funny one. It was back in the days when I was still working with African Events company. We had a show to rebrand Convita rebranding, and basically my boss, who was the MC at that moment, you know, because the MC we called did not come. I think was, you know, I don't know what happened for whichever reason. So he was the MC, and you know, as a project manager, you always have things to do. You're busy doing this thing and that thing. So he eventually left the mic, and there was nobody there. But before I could get to the mic, you know, a colleague of mine just had, you know, gone to the mic before me. So, but unfortunately for him, you know, he was stammering and he wasn't good enough. So he just said, oh yeah, he wanted to go and, you know, ease himself and everything. So the mic was just there, and I was like, wow, this is a chance for me to just, you know, prove myself and, you know, let everybody know I could do this. So I went to my, you know, my other boss and I said, you know, can I go and hold the mic? And he was like, yeah, sure, of course, you can go and hold the mic. And I went and I held the mic, and it was amazing, because after I finished, the client, the Buffalo client, come up to me and said, okay, this is the cap, this is the hat. You're going to be the MC tomorrow, it's for sure. You know, and as they say, from there it's been history, because I was the MC at the Lekki Arts Foundation, Motherless Babies Arts Foundation, and also I'm also the MC for the Rep Your Hood project that I do.
So yeah, it's been history since the first time I held the mic. Yeah. Exactly. Mr. Nature can act. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only acting I've done is in secondary school, just carrying a dead body, you know. But I think in 2010, I went for an audition called the Next Next Nigerian Hollywood Star. You know, and if you can see, that's Kwame of Tinsel right there, giving us, addressing us in the audition. So yeah. For sure, Nature's gonna pursue an acting career, that's for sure. Mr. Nature is a project manager. I am not only a project manager by experience, but I'm also a project manager by certificate. I have been on so many different projects, from MTV 5th anniversary to Mama's 2010 to Tom Tom 50th anniversary. Bonvita, rebranding, Links and Friends tour. I've even been on more corporate projects called Project Tara, which is trade and retail audits. I've been on so many different projects, and I think in 2010 I was the supervisor for Airtel SIM card registration in Edo State. And right now, as I talk to you, I am the curator and sole organizer of a project called Rep Your Hood. It's a rap battle where I bring two rappers from different areas together to come battle, and it's a very great idea that I would like to sell off after 10 episodes on my website. So yeah, Nigeria, tune in to Rep Your Hood. It's gonna be more and more interesting as the episode goes on. I can guarantee you that.
As one of the pioneers of Rep My Hood, what can I say? Rep My Hood is something that hasn't been done like that in Lagos City. It's bringing us together to come and battle some money, title, heavyweight champ, So Rep My Hood. I rep my hood. I'm from Katy though. Shout out to Las Giddy.
Mr. Nature is involved in movie production. This is my first ever movie I want to produce, called Nigeria.mp4. It's a very interesting story about a man that was wrongly accused and was sent to prison for something he did not do, and decided to show Nigeria disaster in his own way, basically. So because of piracy issues, I cannot send you my script, but if you're interested to sponsor this movie, because I'm looking for sponsors, you can just send me your details on my email. And I'll definitely send you my synopsis, my treatment, the background story and treatment, but not my script because of the privacy issues. It's a very interesting movie, and that Andrea will be really delighted.
So I'm part of the movie project. The movie project is called Nigeria.mp4, and Major explained it to me. I went to visit him one day, and he told me how he's been writing his script, and I was very, very impressed that he took the time to write, because I know he's dyslexic, and I know he can't sit down in one place. So I read the script, or he explained it to me, and it was very interesting. I like the natural feel about the script, so I decided to come on board as the executive producer, and also to provide some financial backing as well, because I believed in the main reason why I'm part of the project, because I believe in Nature, and I know that once he set his mind on something, he does everything he can to achieve it. He's very stubborn. That's one thing, and I appreciate that in him. I appreciate stubbornness, especially if it's directed in the right direction. So he explained it to me, and I appreciated it, and I liked it so much. Said, let me come on board, and if possible, if he would let me help him or assist him in strengthening the plot. So we have a good plot and all the things are going.
Mr. Nature offers structured PR. Those who know Uli Bakari know Uli Bakari is one of the biggest PR agents in Nigeria, and I served a few times under her. So as I said before, as a socialite, I have so many connections to press houses, media houses. I can make things happen for you. I can make connections. So basically, I offer structured PR. And the reason why I say structured PR is because anybody can just go ahead and just say, okay, I want to put my artist on radio and say I have done PR, but mine is kind of structured. So in that sense, we have something to evaluate if we're doing good or if we're doing bad. So that's why I say structured PR, not just PR.
What do I think of Mr. Nature as my agent? He's good.
Mr. Nature also offers talent management. As a talent manager, the first thing I do when anybody comes to meet me to manage their talent is first to evaluate that talent, to see if it's a talent I would like to endorse in the industry. After that has been put aside, the next thing is for us to sit down and to sign an MOU. And once that has been put aside, then we now come up to have a meeting where we draw our structure, because I say our structure because we draw it up together. So we draw up the structure and we follow it and evaluate our performances through the structure basically. So I can guarantee you, I'm not going to say like I guarantee you 100% success if you come to me, but what I'm saying to you is, this structure is something that can work. I know my thing, I know the industry. So I'm saying 70-30, let's leave the 30% chance to God. And let's do our bit on the 70 and let's see what happens. I'm not saying I'm gonna make you a star 100%, okay? Mr. Nature is also an outsourcer. As I said before, I know people and people know me as a socialite. So I think it's only fair that you register your company with me for outsourcing. What I'm saying is you register your company with me and I get 5% of any job I bring to you. I'm saying, I'm outsourcing you. Does not mean you should depend on me. All I'm saying is come and register your company with me. If I have a job, I'll bring it along your way, and if I bring a job along your way, I get 5% of that job. Basically, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying rely on Mr. Nature to get you all your jobs. I know a lot of people be wondering, how I'm able to do all this, and they say the master of all is the master of none. But I don't consider myself the master of all. I consider myself the master of time management, because it's only fair, because there's no way I'll be able to do all I do if I cannot manage my time properly, And as I said to you before at the beginning of this documentary, that I will explain to you why I call myself Mr. Nature and also #1 socialite in Nigeria. Why I call myself Mr. Nature is, from what you've seen, there are two sides to me. I have the Mr. side, which is the business side, the project management, structured PR and so on. And I have Nature, which is me, the creative side. If you put that two together, you have Mr. Nature. And as I said before, I consider myself #1 socialite in Nigeria because I know people, I can make connections, I can make things happen for you. And I don't think I need to say much on that merit. Let them do the talking for me.
In the demons, and the demons keep talking to me every time I sleep. Bumper class jealous, so they wanna catch a beef. These body boys don't know they go to these streets. Nigga, yes.
Describe Mr. Nature in few words. Mr. Nature is somebody who knows what he wants to do and go after it.
Describe Mr. Nature in few words. Mr. Nature is very intelligent and articulate.
Describe Mr. Nature in a few words.
Honest, straight to the point, hardworking.
Describe Mr. Nature in few words. Mr. Nature is a mad guy. Mr. Nature is industrious. Mr. Nature is fun.
Mr. Nature is a fantastic young man, fearless. He's a DJ. He's the guy who would do everything possible in his power to make sure he gets to the level of professionalism, especially in the entertainment industry. He's a guy who I've known for some time now. He's very hardworking and is not a lazy type. Definitely not a lazy type.
Nature is one of the illest DJs I've ever seen in my life. Most talented, you get me. Has a whole lot of things in line. He's from Taliban.
Nature's cool. It's alright, you know what I mean? Nature's real though. Real nigga, right? That's what's up. You know, that's all about nature, you know what I mean?
And he is smart. He's funny. He's very friendly, has a lot of people around him.
Describe Mr. Nature in few words. Nature is determined, principled. The first time I met Nature, we were in England, we went to school together. I went to stay a visit to his house. I borrowed some money from him. And he called me and he told me exactly how he wanted me to return the money to him. He told me, look, see, I need the money for this and I need it before this time. If you can't do it for me, then I cannot do it. No beef, no problem. It's just the way he wanted it. And I understood and I appreciated him because he's very straightforward and point blank. There's nothing hidden with nature. He says it how he feels it. It's true, it's natural.
I would say, first of all, quirky, because it's just a good kind of weird, and easygoing, because he just goes with the flow, and also the last thing I would say is fun, naturally fun.
Nature is a hardworking guy, he's driven and he's focused totally.
Mr. Nature is a very direct person. He's a good guy. I think he doesn't really waste his time on things that doesn't like. He just likes something, he does it. Understand?
Nice guy, caring guy, always keeps in touch, checks on you, and very, very ambitious, go get her.
He is entrepreneurial and intelligent.
This guy is intelligent, he's cool, friendly, nice.
And the demons here, and the demons keep talking to me every time I sleep. Bumperclaw jello say they wanna catch a beef. These body boys don't know they go to these streets. Nigga, yeah, that.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. Mr. Nature is somebody I know will achieve what he's after.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. Mr. Nature is intelligent.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. Hardworking.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. Mad.
Fearless.
Awesome.
Nature's natural.
He's genuine.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. I would say onomatopoeia.
Passionate.
Funny.
Describe Mr. Nature in one word. He is a brilliant man.
And the demons keep talking to me every time I sleep. Bumperclaw jello say they wanna catch a beef. These body boys don't know they go to these streets. Nigga, yeah, that's quick. So I'll be there in a jiff. You watch a dime piece, cluck time and nice titties. Wanna talk regrets, you was an old friend, pity. I found somebody else, I'm strapped, come fuck with me. Talking about a condom, you scared for a minute. Boo, I guess he should bitch wanna beat too. You can't blow shit, it's my job to whistle. I feel like too short. This life be too short. Who thought that I'd never keep doing me? I don't wanna be them. How I feel is genuinely. Fuck your man up. So these haters trying to rule me. Judging me on.
Now you've seen what I can do, you know, as I said, I can do quite a lot. So if you wanna get me as an MC, you can call me on 081-2700-1468. If you wanna get DJ Nature, you also call me on 081-2700-1468. You know, as I said earlier, my Rep My Hood idea is an idea that I want to sell off after the 10th episode on the website, which is www.eplanet247.com. You know, so as I said before, that idea is the tip of an iceberg. There's more to it. You know, it's expansive. You know, so it's just that, you know, I need someone, you know, to come and finance it better. So if you think you're interested, you could send me an email on nature1stone@yahoo.co.uk. And also, as I said before, my movie, you know, I cannot give you, you know, my script because of privacy issues. I can only give you the synopsis, the treatment, and the background story. So if you're interested, just send me an email on nature1stone@yahoo.co.uk, and maybe basically I would have to set up a meeting. I will send you an application letter or whatever. Then we'll have to set up a meeting. That is, if you're interested in sponsoring my movie. And also, if you need, you know, my model for video shoots, you know, or photo shoots, whatever, you know, advert, whatever, you get me on 081-2700-1468. And as I said, I outsource a jazz band called Smooth Groove. So if you ever need their services, let me know. And artist outsourcing, that is one part of my job I enjoy. So if you ever need artists, you know, any kind of artist to come for your parties, just let me know. Call me up on 081-2700-1468. You know, I can, you know, work something out at a very reasonable price, and we'll see what we can get done. Yes, it's my birthday, and I have a surprise for you all. I know you people are meant to have a surprise for me because it's my birthday, but I know, just, I don't know, man, just really, man, I have a surprise for you. So just take a look at this and tell me what you think. Yeah, okay, so those who know who that is right there. That is Orica, the former OAP for Beat FM. And you know, if you all want to know who she was dancing with, or you know what happened on the dance floor, it's very simple. It's my 25th birthday. All I need is 25,000 followers. So if I can get 25,000 followers, and after that someone just tweets where is the clip, or where is the complete clip, or where is the video, then I will drop it. If I don't get that, no video.
That's what it is, man. That's Davido down there. See next picture, and we're in the studio. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Trust me, I was hearing it from outside. I was like, yo, boss, what's going on? But it was good now. How far are you? Is this whole place for the studio, or just here? Are you serious? Man, that's what it is, man. Nigga, what's good? What's poppin'? How you doing, man, boss? What's good, man? What's poppin', man? What's going on, man? Yo.
Describe Mr. Nature. Mr. Nature is a fantastic human.
Yeah, describe Mr. Nature in a few words. Mr. Nature, the mad guy. Mr. Nature is industrious. Mr. Nature is fun.
Describe Mr. Nature in a few words. I would say, first of all,
Describe Mr. Nature in a few words. Me, Nature, one of the E-left.
Describe Mr. Nature in a few words. Oh, Nature's good. It's alright, you know what I mean? Nature's real though. Real nigga, right? That's what's up. That's all nature, you know what I mean?
Okay,
And we want the whole pie, no be small slice. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4 sight. Said your man to the bust